folks, welcome back to day 2 of the Ludwig Tarik Invitational. Again, we don't have Ludwig, nor do we have Tarik, but you have the 4 of us on the couch again to deal with. Got Bala, Josh, Brand, and myself meeting here with you. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we're chilling, honestly.
Yeah, a big chill.
I'm in a state of just relaxation. Every time I walk into this place, the vibes are good. You know, they got the bean bags. I'm falling asleep half the time. Yeah. I've had to have 2 coffees this morning.
Played some Smash already.
Yeah, I got demolished by you. I didn't get 4-stock though. So, you know, my day's starting off good. I would never be 4-stock.
And some other people in here would, you know, get bothered by the set decoration and have like bad memories of high school flooding through their head. But Glenn never went to school. So.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
No, he just doesn't have that problem anyway.
I was never shoved in a locker.
No,
not like you.
No, not like me. No. Shoved in many lockers.
Really?
You were bald at the age of 12.
I was. Tragic.
Tough life.
I came out of the womb with a massive mane of hair as well, and it all was gone by the time I was 12. Yeah,
it's hard.
It was. It's been a hard life.
Life is hard.
Yeah,
life is hard.
Back in the 30s when I went to school.
How old you are?
Yeah.
At least like 80, 90, something along those lines.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Like
That's tough. Well, we had some games. My morning was good. My morning was good. I woke up down here.
Host mode, and you're just like, how was your morning?
I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm dialed in. We're flowing. We're going to talk about the games. Yesterday, we had our first bout of games. We have one team already in the grand finals. That's Tugard, as you can see here on your screen.
I love Tugard. One of my favorite teams.
They played pretty well. Tier 2 Ascension team kind of dominating on some of the Tier 1 big boys from the franchise league.
Yeah. They're a really good team. I think at the end of this tournament, it bears seeing exactly how Tex is properly fitting in. I'm not exactly sure that I'm sold on him being better than Sire or anything like that, but Trent's reawakening has been something beautiful to behold.
Yeah.
And overall, they just look like they've got way more structure than some of the other teams here, including actually Sentinel. So
I think that's
a BO1OT.
Sure. Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, that's understandable, though. I would say the Guard were probably the favorites coming into this. Personally, I would say that.
Yeah, I mean,
because they got the core, as well. The core sticking together.
I feel like most people thought Sentinels were the favorites.
Yeah, I think I said Sentinels were favorites, but I think Guard will pull it through.
Yeah, maybe fan favorites. They definitely got the talent, I think, but they don't have the practice, is the big thing.
Yes.
They haven't had much practice time at all.
Yeah.
So,
yesterday they played 2 out of 3 of the maps that Sentinels played yesterday. It was their first time ever playing them as a team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not exactly match drilled, are they?
No. But they still look pretty promising, honestly. They were hugging it out with double Jewelers comps. But there's a schedule for the day. You got Sentinels TSM coming up as the first match. And we got a little show match. Yeah. Show match with offline TV and Mogul Move's going to be playing against each other. Little bro, that's if Tarik and Ludwig actually show up.
Yeah. We'll see about that one. That might be a little bit tough. We got Shroud in the mix for that one, too. So if you guys like creators, there's going to be some creators playing Valorant.
And they weren't even forced to play with it. They just done that of their own accord.
How do you know?
BTS pulled out the wheel. You guys are getting Shroud.
I don't feel like that would be a bad thing. Content creator tournament, I feel like he's got that pro experience.
I would take Shroud. That seems like pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I love Shroud.
As is well known.
I just threw you for a loop, yeah.
I don't know why that one got me so much. But we are starting the day with the rematch of that match aforementioned, which is Sentinels versus TSM, the clout match that we haven't seen in 2 years, and now we've seen twice in 2 days.
Because you forgot about that match.
No, I'm very aware.
Nice.
I have great memory.
No,
what do you think?
The first match that we had between the 2 teams, it felt like TSM was just literally getting their bearings. It was the first match for them. They didn't really, they had an interesting idea on Pearl, I guess, by running the chamber. They were also putting 7 on Raze, and he hasn't looked the most comfortable, but we have seen some bright spots, right? Hayes on Fracture was really phenomenal. We also saw Nature in the first map also be really, really good. It just didn't really flow all the way until they played T1 in the bottom of the bracket and knocked them out yesterday.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff in that SEN game too. Like they were trying to pull out the chamber on Fracture, and even when they were playing the more on Pearl, even when they were playing the more usual comp on Fracture, it still felt somewhat uncoordinated and just kind of
from
off
TSM,
in general.
you mean? Yeah. I feel like they heated up a bit more towards the end of the day yesterday, but I think after you've seen Sentinels play their 3 maps, TSM should have a good game plan heading into this rematch, because they know that the map pool is weak for Sentinels.
Yeah.
On certain maps, they know that they're going to be running double duelists, that kind of stuff. And I feel like their split, the way that they played the Jet and Raze on split, and the the Pearl comp that they ran as well with the Jet and the Neon are really exploitable if you have a good game plan. And like Hayes said yesterday, if they follow the game plan.
Yeah.
Hayes came on the couch for anyone who wasn't watching late last night and said that they had a good plan for how to beat them, and then no one followed the plan.
His team wasn't listening to him.
I mean, Hayes needs to reel these Zoomers in.
Yeah.
he needs to crack the whip a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they really weren't flanking at all when there was no Sentinel, so I think it's going to be something that they studied. It's something that they've prepped at this point. Like, they've watched the games, and they could go back into mistakes and be like, hold up, we said this. Why didn't we do that? You know, so I think it'll be a little bit more clean. I expect a much closer match this time around.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie. A bit of a hot take here. I think Sentinels are arguably wasting a good opportunity to prac properly before Sao Paulo. I feel like what I've seen from Sentinels so far is them trying to win the tournament, not prep for the upcoming big games.
But not show too much, you mean?
There's no shot they're going into Sao Paulo playing Jet Neon on Pearl.
But what
There's no shot they're playing Jet Rays on Split. It's just not happening. You play some comps that you're going to be playing into the future, surely, no?
Well, okay. Number one, I don't think Double Duelist is going to be like a comp that nobody's going to play. I think that's actually
for the record, just keep this on the record when Sao Paulo comes around, so we can humiliate him.
No. Okay, I mean, maybe they'll play it, but I mean, they're a team that's trying to win in Sao Paulo or later on down the road. Yeah. I don't think they're going to win with a comp like that.
But then my follow-up is, like, what do you want them to actually do? Like, they hadn't had any time to practice. They're not actually going to be able to, like, actually implement any comps at this tournament. Like, it's not like they're scrimming every day or actually doing any server time. So what would you do?
I'd try to run comps that have longevity into the future.
All right.
Yeah, we're going the weeds.
This is going nowhere. We have to go send Josh to wake up both Ludwig and Tarik back at the hotel, so we're going to head to a little bit of a break so we can try and go find him. We'll see you in a sec.
In gaming, latency can shift fortunes in seconds, or even in mere fractions of one. The time it takes for a signal to go from mouse click to monitor can make all the difference. That's why ASUS ROG is introducing the world's first RLA-compatible ecosystem, which measures and optimizes your system latency. Get an RLA-enabled ecosystem from ASUS ROG so your hits don't turn into misses, because in gaming, milliseconds matter.
Welcome back to the Ludwig Tarik Invitational. Before the break, we were discussing...
So you didn't find them?
What?
You couldn't find them?
No, I did. What are you talking about?
Oh,
you actually did find it. Look who finally decided to show up. They don't trust me. I don't get it. They don't trust me. Of course I did my job. Of course I did my job.
I thought you were just pogging for nothing, and you didn't even find anyone. You were just baiting the people in the chat.
I don't pog for no reason. I always got a reason to pog.
The people thought this was an elaborate German bit where we stole your stream key.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They were just like wondering who the fuck are these guys?
They thought you looked like Eastern European hackers.
Yeah,
fair enough.
The Mobile for 2 campaign.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
You've been doing some hardcore prep for the show match, huh?
Yeah, check this out.
It's actually pretty funny because I showed him at the house. I'm like, yo, I'm bringing my mouse, and he's like, you fucking nerd. I'm bringing my mouse.
Okay,
too.
no, he's also a nerd because I was wrapping up this wire, and he goes, "Oh, is that a Viper?"
I did know which mouse it was from the cord because there's like only one pink mouse in the market.
Sweaty.
So I used the Viper for a while, so I did know the mouse.
I'm ready for the show match.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I'm gonna cook it. You're gonna lose.
He's so confident. And I really love it.
Is there anything on the line here?
There is. There's a tweet on the line. So who winner gets to tweet on the other guy's account, and there's a lot on the line for me because I'm pretty clouded. So I'm gonna make sure that
Do you have 1 million followers?
Whoa, why are you bringing numbers into this, bro? Why are you being weird, bro?
Use the word clouded.
No, just like cloud could be like more than numbers.
Yeah,
man. It's like
love, heart, love, friendship, all the things that cloud's known for.
Exactly.
Well, that'll be fun. But first, we got real Valorant to look at.
Sentinels versus TSM, exciting. I'm glad that Sentinels are doing the lower bracket run, giving us the maximum viership for the show here.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had promised you that or something like that.
Yeah, well, I did whisper into their ear a little bit, and they're making it happen. So
it's actually in his contract that they have to.
They have to go through lower bracket.
Yeah, they did already play TSM. Didn't go great. I think it was 13. What was it? 13-7, 13.
13-7, 13-8, I think, on Fracture and Pearl.
Yeah, you guys are so good at remembering stuff.
If
you had asked me the scoreline, I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
You trusted us.
Those are correct numbers.
Yeah, sometimes you just say the number real confident and you're wrong, but nobody fact checks.
No one's going to check.
I'm gonna start just saying numbers and then
start lying.
No one's gonna make it up and then see if anyone bats an eye and then we'll go with it.
Yeah. Nobody will.
Yeah, they won 10-4. Yeah, they decided not to play the rest. Yeah, they just didn't play the rest. They gave up.
Someone accidentally FF'd. All right, well, as this is a rematch, I wanted to ask, what were you thinking yesterday of these teams for their debut? For TSM, it's adding a new player. For SEN, it's a completely new roster. Did they meet your expectations?
Sentinels met my expectations through the roof, and I'm not just saying that even.
No, you're just saying that. You have to say that.
Obviously, there's a little bit of bias that's going to be there no matter what, but I feel like they played really well. Like, they surprised me and how they I think they surprised themselves, actually. I don't think they themselves expected to show up in this fashion. So I'm excited to see if they can continue that fire and momentum and bring it into today. I'm hoping so. And TSM, they, in my opinion, they were kind of shaky to start off the day. But that later match definitely was a different TSM. I think T1 looked a little weaker later in the day. But overall, good things to take away from both teams coming into today.
Tens looked like he was smurfing this tournament.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he was just taking duels constantly and owning people all day long.
Yep.
He's got, I don't know, he just farmed.
And that's after starting like 1-7 on split or something like that, ending up in, obviously, quadruple overtime, but still kind of matching.
He ended up with like 350 ACS or something.
Yeah.
He was clowning on people.
I can leak some Tens intel from yesterday now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been talking to him because we had a shoot together.
Yeah.
And he told me he had to wake up at 5 a.m.
No.
Yeah, he woke up at 5 a.m. So he slept like shit, and that was like 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep, 10.
What if that's his trick, though? Like, what if he plays insane when he doesn't sleep? So, like, yo, team, I got to stay up all night. You want to stay up?
We find out now. Dude, I love when they do this. I love when they do this.
The huddle? A little team huddle?
I love the team huddle.
If I'm psycho, I'm just hiding alarm clocks in Tens' room. I'm just setting them to random times of the night. And this guy's not sleeping.
You know that happens in, like the National Football League, like the sound the fire alarm. NBA it happens to. It's like a thing
in the hotel.
Like
whether it's like
people up.
I mean, it's usually other teams' fans, who will just ring the fire alarm. Mess with their sleep schedule.
Wow, that's fucked.
Yeah. Anyway, I did it last night. I have a lot of money on TSM. God bless, baby. Come on.
Yo, I want to see a Lotus pick. I want to see a Lotus pick. I don't want the first time that I see Lotus to be Ludwig showing me how to do an AD default on that map.
I won't lie. I found last night that if you stand on the door, you can spawn past the barrier after the round ends.
Wait, what?
You've played Lotus?
No, I saw a TikTok about it. No. Get ready for that, buddy. Get ready, bucko. Get ready.
Lotus would be great.
I'm going to be in spots you've never seen before.
Icebox.
I'm going to get a call from Ryan. Wow.
Yeah, this is the first time.
That is the most excited I've seen anybody about.
I like Icebox. I know it's like a frowned upon opinion.
Oh, yes.
We haven't got it all event. I don't think we have.
All right,
all
right, come on. Haven.
I don't think I'm going to risk Lotus, like, too much on the line.
On map 3, yeah, it's a little crazy.
We might have to start tipping him off to, like, get Lotus in the finals. Can we just force it in the finals?
That's the only other option, right? Is that it's in the finals?
Yeah.
It's your tournament.
Yeah,
so.
go for
we might have to force it.
Well, how do we force it?
How do the bans force Lotus in the finals?
How do the bans work in the finals? Is it like the
Upper bracket gets
team?
2 bans.
2 bans.
Yeah.
So if they choose not to ban it, they have to play it.
No, because it's not BO5.
Oh, it's BO3.
Yeah.
We should just force it.
We'll just force it. We'll do a best of 3. Every map is Lotus.
Look, I see
You guys have not even played it, probably.
Just Lotus, and Lotus.
Yeah.
Right, just making up for the lack of it in the rest of the tournament.
And then they'll get really good at it, too.
Great bracket.
All right, Sentinels will be in Sao Paulo, godlike at Lotus.
And every other team's just banning it.
Every other team. Yeah, actually true.
I feel like TSM have beefed the map veto. Like a large cow's worth of beef in the map.
Why?
Because you know that Sentinels have a couple of maps that they haven't played. Like they played it once.
Yeah.
And then they have a couple of maps where they've been playing dodgy comps. And instead you've taken them to maps where they've practiced or are playing good comps.
Actually, they didn't practice. They just looked really good.
But they had a good comp.
Yeah,
it was the only map where they showed a decent composition on Fracture. That's where you go first. And then the other 2 maps, they've scrimmed and are probably going to be running something much more sensible than they did on Pearl.
But then
Split.
The alternative.
TSM banned Pearl and Split.
The alternative is to go to like Ascent and Haven, which are just like really good maps for the like some of the best players in the world.
Yeah, do that.
You know? Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do that. Or at least run it back on some of the maps that you saw them play yesterday. Make them have to take them out of the pool.
Mm.
Anyway, what are we seeing? Same thing.
Zek and Neon again.
Slight difference. I think Seven was playing the Killjoy last time, switches over to that Cypher. I'm guessing that's just a counter to the Neon pick, since Sentinels hasn't really shown any want to run Rays thus far in this tournament. So I like that change. Cypher can be really, really solid on this map. Obviously, that kind of changes things. I feel like a lot of the Fracture you've seen thus far this tournament is just like, oh, we have a Killjoy. Can we get our ult up? We're going to go B.
Isn't that kind of strange that both teams are running Cypher? Because KJ is supposed to be like the go-to from what I see here. Like the ult is so good, right?
I think
put
it's
it below.
Personal preference
Yeah,
for
Def really likes Cypher.
And on the other side, I think this is a good counter into the Neon.
True. Yeah, because Neon's going to like get stopped right in her track trying to run into the site.
When I was talking to Kaplan, the strategic coach for Sentinels, he was like not super happy with the way that you have to maybe force setups because of how Killjoy is playing, where Cypher can be a little bit more free flowing. So that was his reasoning. I also think that on the other side, the fact that they're not playing
I don't know. An unholy banger in my ear.
I'm crooning right now.
Survive.
This is part of the new patch.
Yeah, you win.
Every time you load into Fracture.
I'd be so ready to play.
They did that in League and everyone got mad. Or a few people got mad. They had like the Porter Robinson.
Oh, really?
That's pretty sick.
It was so beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. But you know League players.
You should do the one for VALORANT.
Yeah, I'm actually working on it with Riot right now.
There.
Shit, we're right into it.
Yeah, they are just contacting all the way.
Well, here we'll see whether Seven's getting any value out of these trips.
Yeah, and the double setup and tower as well is going to be hard to clear.
Well,
never mind.
Yeah, there's
both
trip
nice
value
up there, by the
Those
way.
trips are down.
Can't do
Yeah,
it.
not clear tower though. There's 2 players there. That's a really nice aftershock.
Wow.
Yeah, not exactly.
Yeah, good aftershock to separate
yeah,
them too.
it's such a good little piece of utility from Sasha.
And Pancata's already rapping. They're just dating for him. There's no way you can do anything for Corey. The cobbler?
Wait, first ace of the tournament?
Dash run coming in.
Guys woke up on a fountain of youth.
Oh my God!
That's gotta be a fine, bro.
What?
Yeah, that's gotta be
That's
a
not
fine.
allowed.
Yeah, so TSM is out of the tournament.
Pause the match.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to move on to the show match. Go get your
Yeah,
mic
I
ready,
got
boys.
my
We're getting into
mouse,
it.
got my keyboard.
Man.
I can't believe it's been so many 4Ks and just
Yeah, it's been
No
a
way.
lot.
leading up to it.
Yeah, I
As
think we'll
always.
see one at the show match.
I mean, we'll definitely see one on the show match.
No, that was my line.
Fuck.
Yeah, Shroud's gonna get an ace.
Thanks, man.
This was a good clear, but then they're on the double flank too.
Yeah. Nobody's holding the.
Because they have to
Any
spend
of the
so
top
much
teams.
time clearing tower. Like a lot of the stuff that Hayes is doing there when Pankata's working on flanking, and then the double flank as well, going to take so much pressure.
To be honest, it's probably too much manpower on tower, right? They had 3.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you would have smokes there though, and you wouldn't have to worry about that angle.
Right.
Sure.
The
But
brim smokes last forever.
it might not matter too much because we're in the silly, funny meta where you just buy a stinger every single round if you get the spike down. So
And
Sentinel's
TSM's
has a
all
real
stingers
chance.
too, almost. Like,
I think a couple of the pros are saying as well on the couch, like, the scrims right now are just insufferable.
Everyone's on a stinger,
Yeah,
right?
everyone's buying stingers.
Hayes is going to have his ult for the first rifle round.
Yeah, it's actually big. What do you think? He's going to pop it on A main? Just go to, or just? I know some people like sitting by A main and just like waiting for audio cue and then popping it.
I feel like you run 2 players over on the B site and you just hold for any noise A main.
Yeah, and then do it off audio cue.
Yeah, do it off audio.
Don't wait for it right away.
that's
Yeah,
what
I
they were
agree.
doing yesterday, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, that was terrifying.
I mean, I think you could try to do the same on B where you play off audio cue, but they're much more likely to burst onto you on B.
Yeah.
Whereas on A, you've got like, they're not just going to send it down halls quite as quickly, and if they do, you still have 3 players there ready to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hayes has got one more opportunity to get a kill or die, and then he has his ult for the important round.
Yeah. Kind of brutal beginning for Sen. No money now for this because of the Stinger Force.
This is just going to be standard, though, in this meta right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you win the pistol and you also win the second round where an opponent forces into you, you'll have quite a lot of 3-0 beginnings to maps.
I'm waiting to see if more teams buy into the no armor Stinger 4 type train because you can just get a full buy with light armor in the second round if you do
with
that.
the
Or
guard
the third
was
round,
there?
sorry.
Yeah.
Or it was the guard.
The guard.
Like Josh RT is always on the cutting edge of the economy stuff. No one really caught on with his half armor thing, but maybe this Stinger thing has merit. It seemed pretty good when they were playing with it.
Corey up on the Gen box there, like, that's definitely an angle that he should be getting a little bit less dangerous with, right? He's going all the way down to 5 HP there. With the Phantom, too.
Pretty slow going, though.
Yeah.
So far from Sen, just trying to see if they can get a pick with one of these sheriffs.
by Hayes.
Timings are so good.
And he's just fight down.
Just calling for extra backup. Yeah. I thought they would commit more heavily to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they've just reinforced 3 players over on A. And they're watching for anybody pushing underneath on the opposite side.
30 seconds.
I mean, they have 3 here.
Hayes has got a good idea of what's going on.
Look at that
Camera
shot.
shot. Ooh.
Yeah, and now the smoke's down. Second's low HP, so hard to dash out of that. Clean.
Yeah, easy cleanup. No one going down. Hayes got the ult for next round.
I just had the primal urge to do a sponsor flex for the flawless round.
Wait, really?
I just had the primal urge to go flying gaming flawless.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
Hey,
They ain't paying for that.
They ain't well as Twitch, so
Yeah.
actually kind of works.
The YouTube member flawless.
We will never say no to a prime sub. Like,
Yeah.
don't get us
Yeah,
wrong here.
yes, some of us will.
Some of us will be forced to, for
No,
sure.
it's because we don't care about being viewer funded anymore. All right, we don't want to take money from the people.
No, we're not taking money from the people. That's the beauty of it.
Oh no.
Wow. You don't
They just
get-
sent it.
They went
Yeah.
for a 4-player
full
push
century, you said.
arcade, and Hayes didn't play off audio and just popped his ult. So now he's in the worst position possible.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Well, that was a attempt at a bonus round.
Yeah,
Go
kind
on.
of bold.
It feels like with this comp, it's a lot harder to do like those crazy forward plays. You have no breach stun, no flash to like get that early pop, and you have to just kind of rely on Ori getting something. We're gonna isolate someone with the haunt, but that didn't happen.
I was thinking this defensive, the ult that you want to have after the 3 rounds that are basically given to you if the Stinger Force doesn't go your way, it's probably not the Viper ult on defense because it's so conditional on what the other team does. Sure, it maybe locks down a specific area, but you could play around that on Fracture so well.
Yeah.
More early round pushes from TSM, getting close up in A-hole.
They're walking some of this smoke. Death might be...
No way.
That trip is...
Oh, that trip is so deceptive.
Oh, my God.
Got a jump scare.
That's unfortunate.
Good reaction, though. Straight fast into B. The suppress did not hit, so I don't know where these kill trips are if they're in a position where they can find value. I don't think anyone's going to cross that, at least.
Soft is one on hold. Oh, my goodness.
How many spam kills has Hayes got on this map?
He was almost planting there.
Dude, I think that's all pro games I've noticed, is they just fucking spam. Like, you guys aren't even good, you're not even good, you're not even good.
You don't even see me, like, how's that fair?
Okay, second somehow gets away.
Pancata is walking into the smoke with Brimall.
Yeah, that seems a bit insane, doesn't it? I feel like you can't win this just by playing off Brimall, though. You have to actually try and get a pick, or at least a couple.
Yeah, he's forced to, though, so... Maybe
it's Planet's slant, too. Ten's his main. He can't really help this. They have to swing so deep to be able to do anything against the defuse.
Ten's moment.
This will push them into Tens, but... can't get it.
Nice try. Yeah.
And that's a really good clapback.
A cool idea as well, defending the site from Seven and Hayes. They're expecting one of those neon pushes into B, and then the kill trips are for both of them to play off-site and spam through the smokes on the players that would get caught by the trips. And instead, they just spam off the tap noise and find Sassy perfectly.
I mean, you can't really do that when you're playing Killjoy. Sure, you have that alarm bot, but normally you want to invest that for information, so it's in a forward position. You don't get quite the same value on that spam. Like, if you're a nerd, you can get a lot of value out of the Cypher. Unfortunately, no one from SEN really pushed past it. Didn't matter for TSM in the long run, though.
I think that's also a really tough angle if you go for an arcade push to do anything with those trips, because you have to full turn 180 if you hear them to be able to break them, because you're watching the smokes from
Yeah.
Sentinel was using a timeout. They didn't use many of those yesterday, really.
It's pretty early on.
Yeah, it is.
Who's in the bed?
Who is in the bed?
That's Psycho. He's actually coaching from the bed.
The coaches should be in the bed, honestly. The waste of opportunity. They should just be perched up there, just like swinging their legs. From the top, yeah, from the top bunk.
Can you get like a 3K?
Yeah.
Swinging your legs.
Can you guys please win around?
Where are the coaches?
They're just off cam. Yeah, they're just tucked around the corner. They are in the room with them, but they're
only one coach though. It's just Psycho.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
That's
small.
Todd. He takes pictures really good.
That's Sassy.
Oh,
yeah. You're mixing him up because he's bald.
Guys. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Lud was asking me to take pictures of him yesterday and kept calling me Todd, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about, man? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. You're not bad, by the way.
Yeah. Some weird poses, though, you had to.
I mean, come on. Face down, ass up.
Boudoir collection dropping soon.
That was a heavy util dump. Just all the fade utility and the nightfall being used.
Oh, but the Raze ult on the other side, they have a pinch here they can't hear because of the fade ult. That's so good. And Hayes, this is going to kill everyone. He's as good as the game.
That's hiding. I mean, he's just been hiding here with the spike. He didn't want to go across the rope in case someone had pushed through B main, I guess. But he should have tried to reconnect way earlier, I think, with those players that were pushing through halls reactively from SEN. And this is where you really see Sentinel's like lack of prep, coordination, like the team play stuff that most teams have just because they've played with each other for ages.
They have protocols against these sort of things, these sort of ideas. So,
but for SEN, they're just kind of skilling it so far in the tournament, and that makes it difficult in rounds like this. I think credit to TSM for putting the pressure on, because this isn't a comp that would usually play like that.
Is he going to get spiked? What?
30 seconds left.
Yeah, I would have gone for plant there. Just stick it.
So you get some money.
Get some
He was
money.
attempting to get his funny up, so a little unfortunate.
Yeah, he was going for the 1v5 ace, you know. I respect it. You have to believe in yourself.
That was a really well-coordinated use of Nature's ult, I think. Just pushing from Vish, getting the Nightfall out, and Corey coming from the north side really, really late, kind of. And he could use the Viper Wall to scale appropriately as well.
I feel like plays like that are some of the most satisfying to watch, where it's like the Nightfall's like deafening ability is actually like used well.
And we were wondering a lot with that Viper Wall on defense that TSM is using.
Oh, here we go. I was wondering if we were going to get usage out of this.
Because remember, they were throwing that wall all of yesterday, and
No money today. Keep going.
TMG.
I mean, GMD's done enough, surely.
Yeah, definitely. Zekken's always jump peeking when he has Neon ult.
Hayes is already behind him. This flank is so fast. No way.
No.
Pancata just two.
No.
Not like this.
Can't throw this.
They're gone.
Pancata won so many clutch or like bad situations for them yesterday.
I think weirdly, Pancata was in like 5 or 6 1v1s, and then Clutch, I think, maybe all mix-up one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was winning.
Oh, no, not again!
Oh my god.
The spam. They're both so low now.
This would be the time for him. This is where he comes
The
up,
free
right?
position is actually so smart. They
They
think
don't
he's
really
canteen.
spawn.
They think he's canteen.
Oh, this HP is tough, though.
And angle's tough, too.
Yeah, how do you get out?
Yeah, I
How do
think
you
he's got to
pick
buy
one
a
there?
timing here, right? Just wait it out. Maybe try to flank.
I hear them both.
Oh.
God, what can't he do?
He's so good.
Bro.
Why Pancata don't miss?
Such
SN
a
chat for
beast.
GMD. You're not allowed to say I got my 1, but you are allowed to say I got my 3.
Dude, Pancata is that guy.
Holy.
This is what I'm talking about, though, man. Sentinels have just been skilling it this tournament.
Yeah.
Their player quality is barbaric.
It's 2v5 right there. Like,
This
you
makes me-
can't lose that round.
Yeah.
This makes me think of what Psycho said yesterday when he was on the couch, which I believe was, you could take Pancata's tongue out. I don't care what he says. As long as he's playing as well as he is, he's worth all the money in the world to Sentinels.
And he's started to call and make command calls and stuff like that, so.
Remember, all that improvement within 1 week.
Yeah.
They have so many ults here that are just so powerful. Breach ult, Brim ult, KO ult. And there's really no anti-KO setup here, so hitting A will be really, really good.
A little trap play over this, though. The star setup?
Yeah.
Just in case there's any sort of horse presence, like if Sentinels want to try and take it.
But also, Sentinels have never been taking A-holes really quickly off the back of Zekken at the beginning of these rounds. So when it slows down like this, it's actually really tough to get through that trap. If you do it off the rip, you can get through. You have a timing.
TSM's not rotating. Oh, they're finally moving away.
Oh, now they're going for it.
And so they have no smoke on halls, nothing to stop them, really.
Everyone's just hidden in a smoke.
Where's this Brimall going? Pancata was holding it.
Hello? What?
Spike down A.
Pancata is alive, Sen's still in the round.
I mean, GMD's about to get ulted.
Okay, Pancata.
Can they get the spike, though? There's no more smoke. Here's the breach ult.
Oh,
The spawn.
boy,
That's
catches both.
huge.
Yeah, catches both.
I gotta admit, I love watching Pancata and friends play. it's really fun.
Spike planted.
Dynamic duo here. Sassy and Pancata.
It's unfair to label it like this, but TSM is on the verge of losing another 5v2.
I don't think that's unfair.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair.
Okay. I think that's exactly what's happening.
The Brazilian duo as well.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
Ooh, 7 close.
Yeah, Pancata just will not lose this ever.
Wow. It's the playoff game.
It's so well done.
Yeah, we do get little spoilers. You can't tell because we hear the teams yelling with like maybe a half-second latency, like it's slightly early, and then the round is won.
Yeah.
Like when Pancata clutched, they popped off.
I mean, these guys are world champs for a reason. Like the player quality of Sassy and Pancata individually, even outside of like whatever Sentinels is developing as a team, can just pull up ridiculously stupid rounds like that.
And that's also the difference is when those two are in clutches, they lose all the barriers with the rest of the team, right? Both just full send in Portuguese, and you could tell how fast they are reacting to each other.
You think they're common in Portuguese? And it's just them two?
Yeah, almost surely. I know that was the thing in a lot of like international teams at times where they would switch that, which is like in CS. Who's Nico's brother who we played with? Nico and Hunter, right?
Nico's cousin, Hunter.
Yeah, his cousin. I think they would switch to common their native language.
Well. I think it makes sense. I think like you want to speak in your native language when you're in a situation where it's you two, and it won't really matter if your teammates know what you're saying.
Whenever Josh and I get into a clutch, we start speaking English.
Hey, you didn't get cleared?
Ooh, with the stinger.
That still works at pro level?
I mean, that is just outlandish.
This would be a huge round for TSM to pick up, who are on the verge of like an amazing defense side.
Yeah.
This is still really workable for Sentinels, though. Corey's completely isolated.
That's so annoying.
And GMD's timing here is so good.
They're just gonna catch this.
My
God, it's gonna be a thrifty.
Yeah, that is a thrifty. I hate that sound so much on the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
Hey, that high-low setup that you're talking about, Ludwig, like that works at this level as well. They don't have a boombot to clear that. They don't have prowlers to clear that. Like this comp is based on flashing and going quickly, and these kind of setups work really nicely against them. You have to face check.
You think he's worried to go quick just because of the Cypher presence? Like, is he worried to run into the site directly?
I
he's
think
going to run into that trip?
I also say that works because I go there with a judge 13 rounds straight, and they've been very aggressive many rounds and then decided to dial it back, which is like a mix-up.
Tarik, you taking notes?
No, I'm going to sit there 13 rounds in our show match.
I'm already very familiar with his game style.
You won't be able to handle my judge.
Yeah, you've been playing against
I know your maneuvers. And I will bring the judge out right back at you.
If you kill me with a judge, I'll give you one. Oh my God.
You're almost like
there,
buddy.
That's
plus EV.
my ego has to quiet down a bit. Dude, nature is crazy. Oh, never mind.
Not that crazy.
Sucks again. Feels bad.
That's just crouching in the corner.
They really have been slowed down though.
Yeah.
The Sentinel's pace is snail-like moving around the map.
This is night and day between the last game that we had between these two teams on Fracture.
Yeah. I think they're really confused as to how to take A holes, and they don't want to do the B exec because they're scared of where the trips could be. So that just leaves them in a position where they don't really have the experience yet to default well with this comp, because it's not a defaulty comp.
I think TSM has also done a lot better job of like consistently pressuring Arcade off that wall. Previously, Sentinels just abused that space, like half of their attacking rounds. That hasn't been an option here. GMT, very good play.
Heard the drop, he heard the drop. It didn't see the reposition though.
I think what you could see Sentinels do a bit more, though, is take dish control. I mean, Def has just gone into dish this round. And even though they lose it, he's got some info that they're really not fighting for that area.
Yeah.
They've run into 2-3 players around A holes in a lot of the previous rounds. They know that there's going to be a Cypher playing most of the time over on B with the Viper. So dish has got to be weak. Even if people are fighting for it, there can only really be one person up there. So taking a lot of your team up there with the Neon to wall out and exec from that side,
and that's exactly what they're doing.
That's got to be better.
Dude, little boy's drinking now.
That's how Sentinels fans are feeling right now.
This is DT this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, so I like this. I think this makes all the sense in the world. They're going to get all of this space for free. They're going to be able to exec into A. If Zek wants, he can challenge the guys in holes and make space for Def to pinch them. It just depends on where they want to take the fight and whether they want to push into hole.
Dude, you called this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it.
He needs to be a coach with him.
Well, let's see if it works first.
Good in theory. But they've got good positioning, stance control, and that shot's going to help a lot.
I love
this is where you need Def. This is where you need Def.
Go, Def, go! The guy is just waiting.
He's chilling.
No, he's got it now. He's got it now.
Well. Oh my God, bro!
You're going to bring a knife to a gunfight. Come on, man.
No, you don't get it with the night, you actually walk a little faster.
But look, I'm not taking the blame for that.
I mean, this was your game plan.
No.
Personally, I would have had them kill the other team.
No. My game plan fucking owned. that was not part of my game plan.
You've got to have some crazy empathy for Hayes right now.
No.
Perfect game plan. My team really just screwed it up.
No. I mean, yeah, I think that's just, again, the comms and the coordination and the confidence just not quite being there.
You heard the door open,
yeah,
right?
I heard the door open.
I think they were holding it with a knife.
Oh, they're holding it open?
Yeah. I think his teammates need to be feeding him info that they're putting pressure on the guy in halls, and he needs to be confident to swing through the smoke knowing that they're just going to, at worst, go 1-for-1 and take that whole space from them.
Yeah.
They should have been way more aggressive earlier when they had that first timing.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he just doesn't quite know where they are. It just gets so messy.
I mean, to be fair, it does feel like the whole of Sentinels are struggling a bit, with the exception of Pancata.
Yeah.
On this T side.
Some entries, but yeah, you're 100% right.
And TSM's got a great read on what they want to do and what they want to improve from last time. It's the only map in the series that's going to be repeated.
Their Viper roll is crazy, no? Arcade. Yeah. I feel like does it buy you a lot of control as defender? Like, is it worth to ult here?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to.
Wait,
what?
Wait. He looked like he was surprised as well.
What? The whole.
By the way, Viper got nerfed, so like his ult goes down so quick. You step out of it for like 3 seconds.
Did he forget
the Viper change?
Yeah, that's one of the Viper nerfs.
But you have a visual thing on your screen.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
You do see it. To be fair, but it is much faster. I'm not sure if he wanted it to drop there, but I felt like it was a surprise.
He wants it to drop there.
I don't think so either. I think that was
That's so tough, dude, because you have the right read. Like, they clearly put in prep on Sentinels on this map. They know that they're loving to take this space. They know what they were doing wrong in the previous map. Try and change that. You gamble your pit, and then, no more pit.
Look, I'll say, like walking away, looking at the mini-map, making a call or something, and just forget.
Yeah. That's probably what happened.
Maybe an IGL thing.
Yeah.
Hayes gets that one, though, right? Like, we can all agree. Did very well all the other rounds. You drop the wall once and die and have your, the Cypher ult on your body. You get that.
Arguably.
Def ulted here, and it's given them the info for Zekins to just run
time. No
time. What? That's freaking really good again from Pancata.
Line them up like that, knock them down.
3 of the rounds that Sentinels have been just heroic.
Yeah, it is full
heroics. But it's heroics from Pancata, right? It was not even them.
It's not even heroics from them. Score line.
Yeah.
Pancata is actually just weightlifting right now.
Every couple rounds, Pancata's like, damn, we probably should win one or 2 here. It's like, all right, I got you guys.
Yeah, that could have easily been like 10-2.
Yeah. You can tell how prepped, though, TSM have come into this one map, though. The changes that they've made. Immediately you're seeing value out of the Cypher switch up.
Way better drilled, for sure.
Yeah.
I think Sentinels are kind of winging it.
I'm just so impressed comparing this to their first game and even what they had just in the improvement yesterday. Like, TSM is making these changes really, really quickly. It's just tough to do, especially against all these teams that you're coming in with which you have no information on whatsoever, so it all has to be on the fly. Like, Sentinels have only shown, 3 maps yesterday?
Yeah, but this was a repeat, like a rematch of what they've done previously. I think you've got to remember, too, that this was TSM's worst half when they played it. Their defense, even though their comp looks good on defense, they kind of fell to pieces quite a bit. They ended up not doing very well. I think they won something like 3 or 4 rounds on that half last time. No, it wasn't many. So the fact that they've managed to turn it around here, if they get the pistol, this map's all but locked.
Also, I'm pretty sure I was talking to the TSM guys last night. They were reviewing their matches and trying to figure out what went wrong. So you can see the adjustments being made just off of that.
And Sentinels went to the club.
Sentinels, I went out partying with them. We were talking about the game a little bit. But
the discussion was, dude, what do you guys, like, do you think the stinger's broken?
You guys think we should keep using the stingers, or is it like kind of getting cringe? Yeah, fuck it, we'll keep using it.
It's like the meme of the kids, like, is Fortnite overrated at the club, though?
Yeah, this is a pretty must-win round for Sentinels. I think.
You said if TSM wins the pistol, it's all but over.
I mean, unless Sentinels forces back and wins, but like, assuming they get some.
He does this a lot. He does this a lot.
Nice.
And he's usually wrong.
Well, it's a great start.
Oh, James again on the pistol.
Yeah. Not slowing down at all.
Oh, there's a huge nature turning up. But once
huge damage.
330 HP, I think this is too much fast.
Oh my! He
Oh
hit
my
one
God,
shot.
Almost pulled it off.
Yeah,
He hit one shot.
Almost pulled it
He
off.
hit one
had it.
shot. Can the
Love
back
it.
chest berries pipe down a little bit?
Never doubt Tyson. Okay.
I heckin' love
One
what
out
you're
of
talking
3.
about.
That's a passing grade.
But they're not even going for the force.
What are you more scared of? Is it Saucy and Pancata or Zek and Intense? If you have to go up against a duo.
Ooh.
Is it like early round or is it a
This is
clutch?
like a Sports Center Instagram question. Who's scarier, Shaq and Kobe or Jordan and Pippen?
Jordan and Pippen.
But it is crazy, though, that both those duos are on the same team, and they're both terrifying. And it's debatable which one is more terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right answer to that, really. You're screwed either way.
That's a free Twitter post, Sentinels. It's on the house.
This is just a gamble stack over towards A that hasn't worked, so.
Show us a classic Thrifty. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, Tens would be the player to do it, right?
He's
He's
got a half
sheriff.
right here, but Zekken's gone for half armor.
Yeah, I don't think it matters though. 1500 is enough to buy next round.
Yeah, it is.
1250
Feels
isn't
like
it? 10
TSM's
bold.
trying to feel out a stack by waiting so long. And then
Wow. I mean,
yeah.
NT. Yeah, nice try. Nice attempt. A nice attempt.
Oh, he's loving this. I haven't seen him this happy all events.
No, dude, your team's doing super good.
Shit, man. I have my hoodie on, too.
Yeah, I got an extra in the car if you need. It's only map 1. It's a
It is
best
only
of
map
3
one.
today, folks. No best of 1.
One enemy remaining. Their fears
This looking
betray
almost
them.
locked up.
Sand push.
All right, first gun round. Let's start from here.
The exact thing you would say if you were in a ranked game in this spot.
I would, actually.
Actually. I've heard you say this on stream.
Well, I tell my teammates, all right, guys, I know we're down bad, but I need these points, so fucking open up their streams and start sniping. Because these motherfuckers are definitely sniping that. 100%. They got intel, and we need some as well.
Hayes just called strat. You saw Nature nod to this character.
Who's IGL for TSM?
Hayes, yeah.
Okay. All right, now I fully believe TSM wins.
You got that experience.
Oh, they've got such a great timing here. Past Tens is a knife. Tens just knifed this area, so nothing.
They're ready for it, though.
Just arrived.
Ooh, they're lining up for an X-Tech.
5v2.
A lot of pressure on Def here, anchoring.
Breach coming in.
And he's just being swarmed.
Ten's got lit by the util.
Good movement from Corey, but that's
Wait, he's already in.
Gets one.
We need one more. Oh, we needed one more. We really needed one more.
That is a great wide swing from GMD with the with the Spectre. So difficult for Def to hit that.
Run! Entered.
You catch GMD though.
Yep.
Move out of the way.
And Nature's at like.
Again, random spam, I think.
Player
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Sassy and Pancada are doing so much for this team.
We're not clocking out yet.
Nope.
Yeah?
Okay.
It's pretty decent. TSM don't even do that much damage. We've still got a crazy economy, but...
One kill in a bomb plant? We'll give it to them.
Yeah.
You guys can have it.
Yeah, we'll take it, by the way, because it was a bonus. So, you know, we have a full buy next round, and we're feeling really good. So.
And we weren't even trying up until this point, so good luck.
And we were literally smoking all morning, so we don't even give a shit.
It was just
What
little
did
brother
you
stuff.
Something I missed.
I'm just a fan of any team that's against your team.
All right, Sentinels.
Hayes' stat line is crazy. And GMD's.
He's been playing so well this tournament. Hayes has been excellent.
Yeah, James, he's turning up. I'm actually annoyed about that. Probably cool. Why are you trying so hard versus Sentinels?
Recall smoke didn't push second away. He was still spotting for info there. Over at Heaven. And now he's dropped back.
I just remollied him.
Tennis just playing full retake towards A. Even
Mid-rounding
investing
right
on
now.
cyber utility towards B as well here.
Yeah. They just decided right there to go towards A after a little bit of info has been reacted to on the B side. And the last two times they've gotten a free side, but gotten spammed down in the post plant. So.
Ten's ultimate would be so useful here for the retake that's inevitably going to happen on A with their setup. But they haven't pushed with him, so he's not got orb access.
He's still one away.
Good for 7 to be peeking over the trip, right? Try to catch him as they break it.
They're probably going to dish for a long time.
Yeah,
He's pinched. He's pinched.
Why are they not reacting to try and help 7?
Corey's all the way up, flanking the flank. So they're trying to wait for fight time for him.
This round looks like it's going to be tough for them.
They're just all being smoked off.
They're just leaving 7 to
just left
die.
7 to die.
You got A's?
Yeah.
I mean, 1-for-1's not bad there with the refund coming through.
If they rotate south side, Corey could cut him off.
Oh, wait, Corey.
He has to win this. Oh, there you
Wow. Wow.
But now they've got the read, so it's coming in.
Now run back A. Run back A.
Tarik keeps it timing too, 10 seconds.
Phantom.
If they don't get a cross.
This is going to be close.
7 seconds.
It's a knife plan.
That's my boy right there, Zach, and let's go, baby.
Dude, you can't just sit at this
Sun
for like
City,
40
dog.
seconds.
Sun City, bro.
That's Corey.
Don't be mad, bro. Don't be mad. Just join the train. Just join the train.
I get the idea, but it just feels so short-sighted to go 7 when you only have, 40 seconds left at that point? Like, you're completely gambling on getting the cross to B.
I have to think that Corey's trying to call a mid-round there over what the idea was already, because they all rotated off A after there's some information given on B, and then they wait forever, and Corey is just walking underpass that entire time, trying to listen for rotates.
Yeah, I don't think he has a great read in his head of how close they are to 7, how hot on this trail they are, because they were still miles away from the Corey flank.
There's such a weird buy now.
We haven't really seen this B defense get tested. They've normally pushed out of B in the mid-round.
Def's changed the setup as well. Still kill trips now.
My eyes are down.
Whoa. A lot of info.
No way. No way. Did he get one? How's he getting one?
Did not get his one.
You have to win that one.
I swear you never win the fight against the guy on the road.
Yeah, the way he's moving,
He was late on the
model
angle.
is just like bobbing in weird directions.
He was way late yesterday.
Sasha has breach hold.
Think they invested here?
No, probably not.
I think so, just to be contrarian.
TSM's, I mean, they are going to invest it here. But I think the post-line setup is so good from TSM.
That one was only for tower.
He dodged him perfectly, but
they just have complete coverage. Arcade, main.
Swing it.
Yeah.
Should they have opted for a save there, low-key? Like, with the Astro Wall being up 3v4?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like they probably feel like they can't, right?
They can't. Down 4 games. I mean,
Yeah,
they have
when
enough
they're
money
down
to buy
70
the round.
No, I mean,
Oh, yeah, you're true. Economy is good. They probably have enough for next 2.
Yeah, I feel like they underestimated how many guns were still up for TSM after that, because they won 2 rounds in a row. That's normally a round that you're saving, but because Zekin got the last second kill, there's so many players in TSM still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did seem like just one of those like go no go situations where it's just like you get one and it's like you can't hesitate, you can't wait to like think it through and try and call that save. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but probably would have been like higher EV to try and save that one.
great post-line positions though from TSM.
Higher EV.
I've been saying that as a meme.
That's really funny to say.
You say I'm so poker-pilled.
Yeah.
That sentence I didn't think I would hear.
No, I'm with that. I'm poker pilled.
All right, this is almost seconds. I mean, hope you're feeling up to it.
I mean, he is that guy sometimes.
Nice name.
And caught up in the smoke.
No,
he always gets
And
it.
how does he push it through? Seconds got his back.
Oh my gosh.
Good support. Let's go.
I think we were waiting for a 10s round.
Really good help from Zekin and Tens there.
They lived for a while in the
Back.
fight.
Yeah, they're playing off that nice.
These side holds have been pretty solid from Sentinels, but it's not because Def is like really locking it down, getting the perfect kill trips. It's just been like 10 kata or 10 swinging through a smoke and getting 2 every time. Like, I think TSM has actually done a really solid job of either circumventing the Cypher utility or just, you know, having a raise who can satchel over or break the trips or something. It's gotten so much less value than TSM was
It
doing.
looks like it's in a north side crunch with Zekin's ults.
We haven't really seen much of this.
Oh, they had 3 dish last round.
Are they? What are they waiting for here? Util, now they're going to stun? Off the horn?
I don't get this.
They're just holding a stun.
They're giving
hold
hold control right now.
I don't know what they're waiting for.
Oh, you're going to swing into some shit.
Def needed one.
Oh, come on.
That was such bad stuff. He jumped right as the all was there.
And look, they don't expect the second reflank. Like, Zekan's ready for it. That's a big kill to get. That opens up the draw
right now.
Is he going to do it?
Yeah, yeah. Down. Pop down into the corner.
Wow.
That's so nice. That's it.
Damn. How did they pull that off?
What? That's really bad strategy being saved by good players.
Yeah.
I feel like the game plan there did not work at all, and then Zekan just dry swung into the guy that was over at SEN.
And then he also killed the guy flanking. If that flank gets off and they managed to kill one there, stall it out, it could have been a different story. But yeah, so many of these rounds have just been Sentinels being, we played this one wrong, we've made the incorrect call, but we just have 5 of the best players in the world. We're going to win it.
Can't outplay them, we can outskill them.
Yeah.
7 was also on a bit of an island, though, because they had that dish pressure that there's no way to help the team.
Yeah, I think this is now getting to the point in the game where TSM are getting a bit worried about losing their grip on it. They've been ahead this entire map. They've clearly been the better team today on Fracture.
Well, they can get a couple ults this round, save the money for next.
Yeah, they do have a lot of ults coming in.
Josh, I'm really glad you added both of those asterisks. Make sure you keep the Brazilian fans on your side.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
What is that? Was that a transfer or was that a reset?
I think a reset.
Reset?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, though. Oh, no, Def.
Def has been getting
Oh, no.
and he's timing so often.
Yeah, Def's been having a tough stretch around here.
They're pushed all the way into spawn, but no spike. And Kyle could be in trouble.
It's literally 3 ways there.
It's rough.
Head on a swivel.
This is just chaos in the round right now.
They've got spike, though, but
how do they break through, right?
Yeah.
Are you waiting for GMD's stars to come back up, or did it spend them already? Or?
We got a raise nade.
They're holding. It's
couple
interesting. They're like taking their time on this, huh?
Yeah, they still have a lot of utility from nature.
Oh, that game's gonna be annoying.
This is going to be brutal.
Do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, the flash is so good!
He's holding a flash that whole time. It was perfect.
Tens with utility. Crazy.
He's actually been really solid on the
Somebody run.
Time's done. Get out.
No, you can plant.
No. It's
Brady
over.
might be able to.
Wait, he's got it.
I think he's got it. I think he has.
He's got it.
Still got it. You're all haters. My boy never misses. He's wicked smart.
That was actually
I got a little bit scary, but
Well, that's a big round to lose for TSM. Like you were saying, Josh, they've been in control all this time, and that might be the one to slip send back into
I don't think that's that bad, though. That was an eco round for them. They came into that round with stingers.
I'm actually capping off a stack.
No, but you caught me capping on a stack. My bad.
My bad. I keep it 99 because I'd be lying.
It's an eco round that starts 3-5 where they lose the spike and it still gets dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad sign for TSM.
I do think the round so far that they, like, beyond that round, the Corey round where they're flanking, the round where the dish play from Sentinels is going wrong, these are rounds I think TSM should be converting on, and I think it's strategically falling apart.
3 ults. Full buy. This is where TSM comes
This round's huge. This round's actually huge.
This has to be the round where TSM stop the momentum.
Yeah. And they're doing an arcade contact, and it's actually
I like this.
looking good.
Because they're full stacked A, right?
Yeah,
We have a Cypher Cam and Brim.
And Kyle playing on his tablet.
They're no distress there. They cleaned it out.
They have a deep cam and tree, so they're free to do this.
Oh my God. They're in the spawn.
He's got to be cool. He could be Jenny here.
Is he aware? Yes, they are.
Will he call this? Imagine he doesn't.
Like, that they're possibly through spawn smoke. Okay. I mean, they're going B and they're still all there.
Wow.
I love this pit.
Old. They tried this last time as well.
They get both sides.
Yeah, there is a gap that they can get out towards arcades, but it is still really difficult to get through this one.
Oh, that's perfect. To the right. Nice try. I don't get why in the pit people plant in the same default spot. Because I feel like you're just going to get sprayed.
Yeah. Also, plant safer for sure.
Part of it is you want to be able to play the post plant late round.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's seed. Nothing to combo it. Nate is too late. But this is good time being bought.
in here.
I don't. It's so difficult to win this if you're Sen.
Yeah.
You have to take really good trades.
Come on in for the sun, buddy.
Wait, this sun's going to catch everyone.
Wait, Viper's going out. They're dropping it. They're dropping the pit.
The neon ult is really good at spamming.
Oh, wait. I feel like they should keep it up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Did they get a spike or drop the ult again?
No time.
Oh, Wow. I don't got audio over here.
Still got such a good call.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it either. I know they had it.
Damn, dude. I guess they dropped it because they're like, oh, time's running low, let's get out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because me and you both had full faith that Hayes did it again. The 2 times.
They had so much time with that C's as well. It was just such an awkward timing.
Yeah,
you want to take there. That one C's catching 4 players in the middle of all of that.
What a sick ult though from Zeki.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I love when Neons use that into a Viper Spit or just to spam through smoke because your ammo regen's so fast. You can buy to you are perfectly able to waste a lot spamming and TSM on the verse of this one.
We got 3 guys on light, so money is not too hot for TSM. They lose this round, we're back in it.
Copium.
All right, they're doing is that a 4-man dish pop?
Yeah.
Wow. And
the site is
taking.
They're seized.
Free site.
Where's our trips? Are they down already? I guess they're down already.
That was Nature's own seat.
Another stop kill?
Second
No,
again with these
flank.
fast flanks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're just getting plucked apart.
Yeah, they get so many of these kills.
Don't open that door, 7.
You have to show this, no?
There we go.
Oh my God.
There we go. There we go.
Wait a second. No, he's feeling it.
Cook.
No way, bro. Oh, okay. Talk to me.
Where are you going?
Corey has to know they do it.
They're going to know the positioning.
Corey.
Oh! I heard the cheers. Yeah. I didn't know who it was from.
Oh my God.
That was a bit late at the end, but that was a sick map from TSM.
Honestly, TSM coming in with the adjustments, adaptations, really well prepped, honestly, for what Sentinels are going to run.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Because there were so many moments where Sentinels were beating them based on player quality and mad clutches, and yet they just stuck to the game plan the whole way and just grinded out the game.
Yeah, you know what I think it was? The group huddle.
Yeah.
They synergized at the start.
A lot of that also, beyond just the prep, felt like just like an in-game calling diff out of Hayes. Especially in the second half, it really felt like Def was struggling to get a read on that one, and individually was really struggling as well to get the same value out of that Cypher pick that TSM had picking into the Neon. So it's a tough one for Sen to lose.
I feel like a lot of times when your IGL's individually struggling, it often translates into the calling as well.
And it's the opposite. When you're hazed and you're absolutely fragging out, it's really easy to get dialed in on the call.
There's a couple IGLs who, once they're dialed in, just start really feeling the game and just downloading everything.
The mad part is, though, that from here, we don't have a clue where the series is going because we haven't seen Sentinels play these other teams.
Icebox.
We don't know what's going on. It's Icebox and Haven.
No pun intended.
I mean, Icebox surely offers like
Sensic. It's a running meme.
Yeah, that's when you said Icebox. It's gonna be sick.
I know, but like I'm just
like if you said Icebox is gonna be cold, no pun intended. That would at least make sense. It'd be shit, but it makes sense.
It's very Sensic. Does anyone here like Icebox apart from me?
No,
I'm a big fan.
You're a big fan?
Yeah.
Maybe you're trolling.
No, I'm not trolling. We did our map tier list, and I was a vehement defender of the box.
Yeah. Why are you calling her out on her opinion of the map?
That's crazy.
Because
you can't like her. Tell me that clip to pound it. I need to see that.
I need a pound. Maybe.
Oh God, I just egoed the shit out of you. That's fucked up.
What you were saying too.
Yeah, I was laughing. You were laughing at the fact that I was laughing at you go and pound it.
I just came back to you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Cameron didn't catch that, right? Cameron didn't catch it.
Sometimes you're the Peppy Pains guy.
Okay to be Peppy Pains, dude.
Happens the best
All we gotta do is take the reins.
Oh. Does TSM win this game?
Yes.
This one coming up on Icebox?
Yeah, both.
If you don't,
if they win Icebox, they win the one.
For a second. You mean like the video games?
Yeah, me thrown.
I think the longer the series goes, the harder it gets for TSM, though, right? Because if you win this map based off the preparation, it's the player quality that's going to carry you in the unknown map, I think, which Sentinels have.
I don't know. I still feel like this team has actually done a really good job of adapting when things got late. I look at yesterday where they played that first series and looked really, really bad. They go into the T1 series, and look incredibly better today even. Like, it feels like TSM is constantly making these improvements, and I wonder if we get deeper into the pool even, if Sentinels has the map pool for that. They've had so little practice. It's two maps they haven't had to show yet. I would almost favor TSM deeper into the series.
I assume both of the maps coming up as well, we'll see Zekken on, like, the initiator role.
Sure.
So I assume he's going to be playing, like, KO or something on both of the next maps. Because you're not going to play double duelist on Icebox.
Either that or it's another 10 duelist experiment or
you would
something?
expect that they don't, but they've already done a couple of things that are a bit out of the norm. But I think as this progresses, they're going to continue to warm up and play better. So I'm hoping that they do continue bringing the fire here. I think Icebox is a bit of an aim map, we would all say, right? It's kind of like taking those duels.
It's an aim map
so
for sure.
It does favor the Sentinel style of going for those individual plays. The judge is actually it's viable on Icebox too.
It's really good. It's really good.
Actually viable on
crushes.
They took out Breeze, so it's not viable on Breeze, but this
he's in the labs of
work.
gold ranked and he's ready for this one. But we got to get ready for the next game. Short break. Icebox on the other side.
Don't
Hello, welcome back to the Ludwig Tarik Invitational. Map number 2 coming up. We've got Sentinels TSM. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Holy shit, the BO3 is going to a second map?
Yeah.
That's hype.
That's wild. Crazy. That's wild.
And we got some intel in the break.
Did we? Yes, we did actually.
We did get some intel. There's something to be excited about for this map for Sentinels because A, it's one of the maps they've practiced, and I think B, they've got a surprise for us, maybe in terms of the comp. I'm not sure. So they might be cooking some stuff up. We're gonna find out soon.
Last time we got a surprise for Sentinels comp, they played double duelist.
I didn't like that surprise. It
Now
wasn't a very
we're gonna
good
bring
tip.
out the triple duelist.
Whoa!
No.
My.
Wow, we were really going
level.
back in the history books of Sentinels TSM.
Zekin said, and I quote, "We threw for content."
Yep.
That was a fucking lie. Did say, which is true, however, they did, well,
What was it?
come on.
Would be surprised.
No, but they did say that, Icebox and Haven are 2 maps that they've scrimmed. Fracture isn't, so I feel like they probably feel a little more confident going in to this map as opposed to last.
This is why I said that TSM did a little bit of the toss on the map veto
At the beginning.
Fracture was good though, right?
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
picking Fracture, especially because they played it yesterday, so they can just pick apart what they've done.
Yeah.
And what is should they have gone Pearl, you think, then?
I feel like they shouldn't have got rid of Pearl and, what was it, Split or something?
Right.
That they got rid of, because I'd want to try and force them in that direction.
Review the map that they went on where
yeah,
they cleared
now
it.
it's totally unknown headed into the next 2 maps, and you know that Sentinels are scrimmed on it and are comfortable on it.
I think that's a valid take.
But also, like, how are you going to stop them from getting what they've scrimmed on in their pick? Like, banning not Split, obviously, but there's still multiple maps that. But
yeah, but they banned the 2 maps that you want to play them.
Okay, in the last veto. I'm just saying, in this map, in the second map, you're always going to get a map that Sentinels are going to be comfortable.
Oh yeah. You're not going to.
You can't start off at least, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, do you want to try and guess what the surprise is going to be for Icebox?
Surprise? Yoru.
No.
Not a bad guess.
10 euro, I swear.
Not a bad
He
guess.
told me.
That's happened before.
He told me himself.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah, he says to me, I'm going Yoru.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Brent, don't tell anybody else, because listen, we're tight like that, but I'm going Yoru.
Yeah, it sounds like she came down here, punched a hole in the drywall, said, I'm fucking done losing, and locked in Europe for the next game.
I think it's probably going to be Reyna, something like that. But
I'm down for a Reyna.
Yeah.
I can see, like, I feel like Reyna, like, we don't, like, I think Scream's the only pro player that really has played Reyna in the circuit, but I feel like Reyna could be viable more
And
so. I know her kit is kind of whack, but depending on the map, I feel like you could pull it off.
Pancada's going to play Brim on Icebox.
I want to, Tarik, do you want to do the sponsor read real quick?
No, let me do it, Tarik.
Take over.
Not trusted.
Big thank you to HyperX for sponsoring this event, and the rest of this message will be read by Tarik.
Damn.
Don't
No, I'd
screw it
love
up.
to do it. I'd love to do it. No, actually, though, thank you to HyperX for sponsoring the event. Without you guys and our other sponsors, it wouldn't be possible. You can use code LUDVAL to get up to 20% off at hyperx.gg/HXVAL. Make sure to check out the HyperX giveaway where you can win a bundle containing HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless headset, Pulse Fire Haste wireless mouse, an Alloy 60% mechanical keyboard, and an XL Fury S Pro mousepad. You guys all love free shit. The link to the giveaway is in the chat, so make sure you check it out. High quality, affordable products. Definitely recommend it. I vouch for it on my stream as well. And yeah, we love HyperX. Thank you for making this possible. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
You got a bundle on you. How you like that? I don't know. That's what I was just thinking the whole time.
You got a bundle on you.
Anyway, thank you to thank you to HyperX, and enjoy the giveaway. That's it. Just join it.
Join the giveaway in the chat. Everyone loves free shit. You don't like free shit? What's wrong with you? Also, primes are free too, but that's a whole other thing. Don't worry about that. We don't have to tie it in together.
Are you good at farming primes?
If I want to, I can, but I don't like using that power. Like, I don't like showing off like that, but like, if you have a prime sub, don't use it right now. Don't use it right now. I'll count down.
You're like a superhero who like can't trust his own strength.
4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone prime sub now. Everyone prime sub now. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot in the chat. Everybody.
If you're on YouTube, type pog champ.
Mr. CEO in the house.
Oh.
Welcome to the party. Apparently the boys were thrown for content. We're trying to do a new skit. It's exactly. We're trying to bring it 3 in this way. Like, we want to make it fun and funny for everyone. So welcome to the party, though.
You look like you're having fun.
It's been a great time. And what's your take on the event so far?
Well, the whole idea was to just get some reps in before we go to Brazil. Yeah. And so I know it frustrates people on the couch that our strats are primitive. That is the plan. But I think what you have seen is the raw skill level of this group.
Yes.
Feels like could be a good team.
Yes.
Feels like.
No, I think they've surprised not only us but themselves as well. I was talking to them a little bit, and they're like, "Damn, like we didn't think we were gonna turn up like this," because practice has been like they're obviously just getting into it, and like they need more time. So I think they've brought the expectations to a high level at this point. So.
Wait, are you Rob Sentinels, Rob?
Yes, I'm the person who became infamous on Friday. That's me.
Hey, I love your tweets. Really excellent.
All right, I'm not going to go on a whole discourse about what happened last year, which couldn't have been a worse season for us, but it feels like we've turned a page and that the group we have feels like they're getting along and ready to put in the work.
Yeah, you have Pancata, Saucy, Zekin. Yeah, we saw it.
By the way, I loved your comments about Kobe and Shaq.
Shaq and Kobe or Jordan Pippen?
Or Jordan and Pippen.
I mean,
that is like what those guys look like in the raw skill.
The only
level.
problem with that comment is it feels bad for Def.
But you need Phil Jackson in the
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. Because, by the way, who was the crossover to both?
Steve Kerr.
Phil Jackson.
Steve Kerr.
Well,
nice.
Phil
technically,
Jackson.
not Steve Kerr, actually. I don't know why I said Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
I panicked. It's like a hard trivia question.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Phil Jackson getting the best out of those four.
Okay, great. Good to know. That's the thought process. I'm excited to see how it goes this year. I do think that the win that the Guard had last night, like the 16-14, would be a much different story 6 months from now. But it's also possible, like, you know, Guard levels up in a way that we don't expect, where we do expect Sentinels to level up because they've only been together a week.
Yeah, the current Sentinels roster reminds me of Loud from last year, where they were
I
obviously
wonder
really well, yeah, it's weird. They have like a couple of players that remind me of that. No, they got better and better over the course of the year. They had like a little downswing in the middle, but they were always focused on the end of the year because they knew that they were going to get better in a year's time, good enough to win a championship.
Yeah.
They weren't focused on winning like the first tournament they went into. They were always focused every time we talked to them.
Right?
Yeah, every time we talked to them, they were like, we don't really care about this tournament. We care about winning champions at the end of the year. Which, I mean, they went and won it. So
yeah, I mean, straight up, Sentinels are only here just because we're hosting this, me and Ludwig. So I don't think otherwise they would have come out. Like they literally just, on a week of practice, and they're just here to support.
You're telling me you have the clout to drag the entire team wherever you want?
Well, me and Rob have the entire team. The two of us combined together, we pulled it off. So, but I think overall, I think they've been enjoying it too. Like getting the chemistry on land together, it builds the confidence as well. So yeah, I mean the match is not over by any means either.
No, but it is a complicated dynamic, right? Of we've got this giant tournament in Brazil, and you're trying not to give too much away, but you also don't want to be embarrassed. But as you said, at the end of the day, sometimes just the raw skill overpowers strategy.
Yeah, no, it is a risk that they're taking coming here for sure. You know, you could shoot yourself in the foot if you don't, you know, live to the expectations that the fans have. And Sentinels fans, as we all know, they do have very high expectations of our team. But no, I think overall we've seen that, you know, anything's possible with them.
I missed the surprise.
It was Zekin on KJ.
Oh.
They're
playing
they're playing the duelist list comp with KO in the mix.
Wait, can we see the team?
Yeah, can we take a second look at that agent comp?
Yes, I distracted you all.
No. It's great.
Damn it, Rob.
No. No, the chat needs to go through.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, broadcast is kind of nuts.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, production.
Ooh, say.
That's wild.
Guys, they're picking them live. They're redoing the
They're
pictures
redoing
for us.
it.
Yeah, this is
Lost
live.
the server. Came back in.
But they got 10 playing chamber?
No.
Or he's on Jet.
No.
Tens is on
it's
the
gonna be
KO.
Right.
Do they have no duelists?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Is that viable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of teams
We're going to make it viable.
It was a lot more viable when it was chamber, but
Yeah, that makes sense, because Chamber's basically a duelist. I mean, used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going to work based off whether Zekin can get involved in all of the fights as the Killjoy. Because the other part of this is that often the Sage is going to do a lot of the aggressive stuff in this comp, and that's Def, who I don't really want to get involved at the front of the pack too often.
yeah.
So I think that's going to be a lot of pressure on Zekken and Tens to do stuff in unusual roles.
I'm imagining on attack it's going to be almost all the lurking left to Pancata, and then it's just going to be like your Killjoy second entrying, getting into the site, and then you can kind of back out, do your mollies up in the post plant. Because there is, like, there's value in Killjoy lurking, but I think on a map like this, having her closer to have that flank turret up and also the mollies up is pretty good, and it also works well with his play style.
POV, your luggage.
POV, your luggage. Rob, what's your score prediction for this map here?
13-11 Sen.
Ooh, it's going to be a close game for the content.
For the content?
Sentinel's fashion. Love it.
I think one of the big advantages of these no duelist comps before was that you ran the chamber and the KO, so you had just global information everywhere on defense, which you don't actually have with this comp. Instead, you've got to, you could save the wall if you're running the Sage Chamber Killjoy.
I mean, it's not that bad with the Silver and a KO.
Let's see it. I'm flabbergasted that Tens is not on Jet.
Oh, he's taking a fight straight up.
That's actually so true. Like this is probably the first time we've ever seen anything close to this, right? Where Tens is playing on Icebox, where it's a Jet map, and he's just not playing Jet.
Remember, this is the first tournament he's like literally played anything but like Jet and Chamber. He's like had one-offs of other things, but he's never consistently played anything else. So this is very new to him, but I do think the roles make sense. He looked really solid on the KO, I felt, when we did see, especially that fracture game yesterday. But Corey.
No way.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Across the road.
Oh.
One enemy remaining.
Well, hold on. The Dark Seed is a bit of a pre-fire in the corner.
And Hayes already looking like a beast.
Yeah.
I've been so impressed with how good Hayes is, man. He's just raw aim is sick.
There is nothing worse than that Sage Wall as well when you're going up and you're trying to go for the heavy A hit. They put down the Sage Wall on the one side of 410. You can't break it easily on a pistol round. It just funnels you into that one area. Look, they just know exactly which direction they're going to be coming from.
And it's the guy up top there, Tens, that needs to start opening things, but it's really difficult still from his position.
Yeah.
It just gets shut down instantly because Seven's aware of it.
They're doing it. They're doing it. The Stinger round. They're actually full buying. That's not the quintuple Stinger no armor. They're just actually forcing.
Well, armor is kind of strange,
Yeah, I don't know if your mic is. We might not be able to hear you.
On yet? Okay.
It's on.
Yeah, Rob, as a CEO, how do you feel about the economics of the Stinger buys?
Yeah. Stresses the finances as well, I would imagine.
I think Rob's take is on it. As long as they win the rounds, we don't really care how they get it done.
That's pretty nice start.
Yeah. Yeah, the final, they're just trying to bait and pull out utility here, tapping it. Oh, no one's covering for Def when he's planting.
No one got in front of the wall.
Position.
Everyone dropped back into post plant before the spike got planted. That's a big miss from Sen.
Is the wall being piss green a glitch?
Yeah, because the Viper stuff touches it and turns green.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe that's what happens in real life.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, when you pee on Jade,
what color is your piss?
Green.
What?
What?
That's like a radioactive green.
We don't got to talk about this right now. Not with Rob here. Let's be classy.
Okay. We'll keep it chill.
That's a rough start for Sen. I mean, same start that they had on Fracture, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They lost both pistols and both Stinger buys that game as well, so 0 for 3 right now.
Did they go for a Stinger buy in the second?
I believe so.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Test your luck with the Stingers.
It's early in the game, but does bode well for the team who has the game point.
All right, show me some Sheriff magic right now. Who's it going to be?
5 sheriffs, 5 gamers.
5 Sheriffs, 5 headshots.
Interesting setup here for GMD, and most of the time when people play Killjoy on the map, it's that mid turret where you can see both inside of Kitchen and anyone crossing under tube to allow that kind of solo anchor on B. But instead he's allowing his Jet player to be there and setting up the turret to support. So I like them having a couple different variations on it.
Spread is so nice with that, KJ.
Yeah.
I also feel like Corey.
Oh, that was the wrong person.
Corey's it was. Corey's going to be able to run around them over here, and he's going to have support to dodge drone. He can get around the knife. He's got dash. You know, like he's just got so much more mobility than the rest of Sentinels, who are going to be trying to flush him out of that area.
And on top of that, he has a lot of freedom with this Killjoy setup. He could leave the B site and still have full information with his KJ setup.
I think it's last year. For TSM, Corey was playing Chamber on this map, and he had no freedom to move around. It's really exciting to see him on Jet and being able to actually be a little bit more loose, because he was always in the back line, not really doing much with his team.
Talk about people being loose as well. the one map we've seen Tens play KO so far, he was playing pretty tight to the team, pretty disciplined. Just ended the map with like 20 assists, just always working off his team.
One enemy remaining.
This compy needs to be a bit loose.
Okay. 1v3.
Stay cooking.
Kind of hit up though.
The movement.
Tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm playing +2.
You know, I feel like, and these guys are pro players, so I'm sure they're consummate professionals, but it feels bad that you have such a CT-sided team and you're starting on T-side, because you shouldn't win as many rounds with no duelists. Like, you should be having a bigger advantage on CT, but they're going to start probably down a major amount because of that.
I mean, to be fair, I think there is a strength to this comp. I think you can struggle with these, like, full-out A hits because you don't have that dive to get deep, and it also seems like they're really separating out Tens alone. But towards B, this comp is really good. If you just push them off, get in a post plant, like, most teams who play this kind of build it around that post plant. And trying to play off that, but they haven't really lent that way.
I mean, the other big thing is that Sen's ults are crazy once they start getting online. They have so many big ults to take a site. The KO ult is great. The lockdown is fantastic as well. Viper post plant, like they have so many good tools to work with. But that only starts kicking in like round 6.
I want to see Pancata get activated on this lurk immediately because he wasn't actually playing Viper for Loud last year. He was playing Sage, I think, on this map, and Left was playing the Viper. So this is a new role for him, and I want to make sure that he's comfortable on it.
He's just looked so good so far, like this tournament. I doubt he'll miss a beat.
I really like what they're doing with this Killjoy turret here. This is a turret that'll watch that under tube peak, so Pancata can swing off of it and activate that lurk early.
So slow though, right? This pace.
I think they're just waiting for the rotation again because like they need the dart back online, the knife back online.
This drone is going to be crazy deep from Sassy unless someone breaks it.
I love that Nano Viper Molly combo as well. It's really hard to get through that choke, and GMD still has potentially more to pop yet.
Good shock darts from Sassy so that the Nano Swarms could hopefully not be there.
Good by 10.
Nice, and that's dropped the alarm bot, but Corey is ready for it. That's a big kill onto Pancata.
Good awareness from Corey there, clearing kitchen.
Ooh, that's a tough shot.
It's a long angle.
Gas bad wall.
They don't realize.
Oh, no, they
didn't break the wall. Shit. I think they thought as soon as he stuck that he got off because of the fact that the wall was already broken because it was on the spike. So missing the wall actually worked.
Though, right? Like they didn't even bust the wall. I guess that orb that was up on B main kind of made it hard to peek out.
Tim, GG's flying in chat. It's still early.
Good chat. The other thing that they're really missing here though is, if Ten stays alive, he's got a great angle to break that part of the wall. The other guys over in the other side have to swing out kind of wide into the one-way. It's a big Viper one-way. It's kind of hard for them to break the wall. So Ten's just over-peeking, dying there, costs them big in the post plant.
They got another spike plant, though, so they do have a buy, and they could actually use the second ult like you talked about earlier. This cage ult is super, super strong.
And there's no way they can break it.
Corey is just going to stay in here for as long as possible to try and get a pick.
Yeah, he's fully disrespectful. Oh my god, he's taking the pin. Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he's out with the rest of his team. They've struggled to get the plants down in these rounds, but this one should be free. Hey, notice how no one's in front of the wall to help Death, though, at all. They're all dropping back into such passive positions, and Death's on an island.
That could be really bad. They have the Sage wall and Hayes ult as well. If they get close, they could easily bye-bye there for the spike.
No way! Flash out of Tens. That's perfect from him. He will die, but now they're pushing forward past this wall, but it's just kind of alone. It's so tough.
Here comes Seven's wall.
They got a couple mollies.
Pancata's molly's already used. They'll have no more utility after this.
He's so low.
And
Viper molly. Time running low. If you
gotta swing it, gotta swing it.
Didn't get half.
Yeah, so
it's a win.
Wow.
1v3.
1v3, yeah.
So
big
close.
Big clutch up. They needed that.
That's still such a close round.
I mean, Sentinels win that.
They fight tooth and nail.
They lose
squeaky,
every
man.
player. And yeah, the money. Well, actually, they can get a buy.
Yeah, they
half
can
armor, but
still cobble a buy together. That's considering they got the site for free because of the lockdown, and that's purely like retake simulator.
Yep.
That was still really close.
Might be a good time for a timeout, honestly. Sentinels have been pretty proactive.
Yeah, and you have to figure out how you want to approach the ult situation on TSM. They've got a lot of big stacks.
I feel like that's one of the things that can be difficult for new teams. We saw T1 struggling with this yesterday, where when you're in those post plants, it can be kind of tough when you're not used to each other to set up in those crossfires.
Yeah.
There's just multiple rounds now where someone has been left forward in a post plant because it's like, oh, we have these mollies. We've practiced playing this post plant far back, but they don't quite have that timing perfect to shift modes. It worked this time, but that's exploitable in the future for TSM.
Look how bold.
Corey's so bold because he knows that they're going to use a drone.
The jump shot onto 10. He legged him.
He doesn't see anybody pushing up off the back of the knife. He doesn't hear a drone coming out, so he's just content to stay on a deep line.
But double walking up here in kitchen.
Alarmbot's here, so they'll get spotted.
They ping it out. They just wait.
When does Tens have his knife back? Is there any chance here that GMD gets caught?
Could have been
Oh, that'd be big.
Hit. No, GMD's just backed up.
I mean, Corey is going to disrespect this again.
Great jump spot.
TSM really thought they were going to hit
His drone could be huge. They spot one. Oh, he's not going to know about the second. He has no idea.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Such a perfect bait.
And now they should get spike plant for free on the other side. That's actually just well done. Ooh. Oh, cheeky.
Getting
cheeky?
Yeah.
Is this a good idea, though, when you have a player advantage in the post plant?
Definitely not a good idea,
but
if he makes it work, we're not going to say anything.
He's got one for one.
Trade it out.
I think that's fine as well, because it distracts from Pancada's flank.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice round, honestly.
That was a really nice round. The bait in mid was...
Yeah. It was very disciplined as well. Not getting caught out by Corey with the up.
Yeah, the two on-buys by Corey make the eco kind of weird here for TSM.
I wonder what happens, though, if Nature doesn't over-push into mid there. How does Sentinels get that opening in the round? You know, if these 2 kills don't happen, if they just are content to push second away, does Sentinels really have an opening there to go into B?
I think you're pushing Corey off with the op, and you potentially get the spike plant, and then you have 2 people pressuring kitchen like really well.
Yeah, it just goes into a normal B hit with a post plant flag.
You eyeing his food over here?
Yeah, I am eyeing the food over there. I just saw it get in place.
Yeah, so just so you know, your team's down a game.
No, they're just playing with their food right now. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
It is funny to watch this next to Rob, because every time 10 gets a kill, he goes, boom. I'm just sitting here listening. The mic's not in his mouth, he's just saying it.
You got to keep the mic off. The audience has got to hear that. Nice
he's like, all push that.
That was a really nice round for Sen.
I mean, they just barreled.
See what happened after Twitch said GG. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
3-0 in favor of Sentinels.
That A hit was so nice as well. They actually were just holding the back of the side this time, not just backing off. I mean, they were against a half buy. Maybe that's why they got the confidence. But
these players should not be lacking confidence.
No, absolutely. Right? They should be taking. They should be taking fights. They should be holding.
Yeah.
Another op for Corey.
And this is where you see the ult game really come in. Because Tens' ult into Pancada's ult for the post should win you around, and this is going to break TSM's economy if they execute it well.
And they should be happy to challenge Corey right now as well with the stage res up.
Wow.
You had an op, right?
Yeah.
He did.
I mean, they're happy to take that no matter what, because Corey has to dash away.
I'm in your head.
I just hear Rob giggling behind me every time Sen gets a kill. The couch is just getting slowly more and more biased.
Here's the KO.
Still gave him the goal, I think.
I was talking to the players, and even some of them that normally use the Vandal at this event because we're on land, they feel the Phantom is just way too crisp. Like, the shots just go so precise, direct, exactly where you're aiming.
Yeah, down.
The Phantom seems to be...
They were really concerned about this lockdown, and this is why they get pushed off so easily.
Are they just going to run B?
There's still a lot of time in the round, I think.
Wait.
They do the Fatal thing where they just stay quiet and then re-hit.
Wait, does he have the timing?
Oh, this positioning. If he hides, this is going to be so good.
Beautiful.
I don't think anyone expects this.
You can tell he's done this before.
Wait.
No!
He didn't get spotted.
Still got one, though, to be fair.
There's not a lockdown on?
No, he did
not. Rope maneuver.
2 off.
Well played by Sen.
Damn.
Still a lot of damage.
They have red back up.
I think they can beat the timing to get back in day, though. They didn't go fast enough.
He's second after dying there. He's 1 off 4.
Yeah, he is 1 off it now. They're very weak, though. They're very weak. Any amount of time.
Wow.
15 still winnable.
Good trade.
They're right on top
Kevin
of this.
No time.
10.
They can still get done. 1v1. Pancada wins these.
Oh, wait.
my God.
Time.
No.
He's got the kill.
Damn, you're for a crazy play.
Oh my. Bold move to do with the pit up, right? Because you had such a small amount of vision.
He's spammable behind that box.
I don't know why I'm talking shit like it's not Pancata, who's the best in this building at one player. He's been the best player. Yeah, I just wouldn't have done that if I was in Pancata's spot.
It was a strange play, to be fair.
Rob, if you signed me, you would have won that round. Sorry.
That's a rough one. And that's a lot of ults being used on both sides, and it stops TSM's economy from getting broke.
I think, again, shows the inexperience together and just, like, not necessarily getting the reps yet and not having a protocol for when there's a KJ ult and a Silva ult's up and you want to get your pit down. Because they all ran away, and it felt a little bit like confusion.
Even on the re-hit, when Def goes for the plant, nobody's covering him, and he gets, like, wide swung and spammed through the box.
Yep.
That, I feel like, is a massive flaw right now with how Sentinels are playing, is that they're just leaving Def to plant, and they're just like, you'll be fine on your own, right?
You got this, bro.
You got this, you're a sage.
And compare that to, as well, as how Hayes instantly went on the rope after the lockdown, gets into Nest. Like, you could tell that's something that they've practiced, it's something that they've talked about.
Seven's got res here, so I imagine he plays a bit safe. But KJ ults in again.
Again, Corey just disrespecting.
He doesn't care about the ult. I think he was actually ready to die in the ult right there. Wow. It's the most common play, too, someone running out.
They want to go fast on this retake. Jimmy is already out.
There's a flank, by the way,
too quick.
And there's a flank on the... Oh, the timing, they miss it. No, they didn't.
Hayes did not see
I think Pancata's flank is going to be more impactful. Wait, he's going back to mid?
Dude!
Oh, Nature's so rare.
The legs are blocking.
And look, Hayes falls off the flank now. This is so good.
Oh, he's fighting on the fight.
Just taking it. Just taking it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, I wonder if someone called out that mid was an option, or he's just checking it out.
I think it's just because they're resing, so they're being as careful as possible.
Yeah.
Because if they're not resing, they're pushing into the site, and they don't even care.
Yeah.
TSM have been looking clean, honestly, with the retakes.
TSM turned up.
They've been playing around the ults as well. I mean, the previous 2 rounds, I think, when the Nuke round's coming in, see Hayes playing off site so that the Viper Wall can stay up. Stops them from execing. They just have a good idea of how Sentinels are going to be playing with this comp.
Yeah, I really need Sen to pick one of the players to go much more aggressively with Def as they get into sites. I think it's got to be Tens. I think at the moment he's just hanging back a little bit too much.
What a read, though, out of Hayes here. 3 players set up towards B. And I don't think they've played this angle of top box before.
Corey has to...
This drone, though.
Corey's on top. He can't even break it, so Hayes is
on 1.
I mean, Corey's just baiting in this case, right? Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you see this Viper fighting up so aggressively, you expect more than one, right?
Look how confused Sentinels are at how they should approach and punish that. 1 Viper molly, and they've allowed Hayes just to leave.
And this has been a
lot. Molly could be the
God, so unfortunate that he couldn't spin the corner.
Corey's still on top of the box.
And I mean, they used the drone prior. You can't clear this now.
You got to use a dart, no?
This box gets unchecked.
Yeah, Corey gets value here, I think, every time.
10 splits.
Yeah.
10 splits.
Patience.
Up and around it.
Is he on left hand?
I just jinxed him so hard. That is so funny. So hard.
That's actually sick from those guys.
It's the next level fake no clear into actual clear.
The dog?
Where did he kill it from?
Through the box.
That's
honestly, keep the camera off Zekin because he's just killing people that we have no idea from where.
Is Tens trying to get boosted up on the wall? What's he up to there?
I think he just wants to like run out there and kill them all.
Yeah, I feel like that. You know how you have a dog and it strains on the end of a leash?
Like you're trying to pull
yeah.
Come back, man. We got the man advantage.
Tens, heal! Heal, Tens!
Heal.
That's what they were talking about when they were talking about command calls. There you go. Oh, bring it to me. Bring it to me.
Damn.
Okay.
Clean.
Yeah.
I mean, Zekin went nasty that round.
But did you see how they all went underneath? Like they all crouch walked underneath B, so that they arrive outside on the back of Corey's box. It's a really good way of clearing that position.
To clear it.
Yeah.
Because Corey can't see them unless he's looking behind him, and then
it's hard to watch everything from up there as well. You just hope that it
look here. Yeah.
Oh, he just instant peeked him too.
Yeah, but they crouch walked all the way underneath, so they're out of his vision. It's a good way of clearing that. Good awareness from Sen.
Yeah, their money shot actually gets them on a half buy here.
Yeah, and I think 5 rounds is like good enough for Sentinels with this squad they have.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of cool. I've never seen that Sage
We
orb
can
to
bridge
deny
you,
the orb on the dark side.
I'm a game 3 player. I'm a game 3 enjoyer, bro.
Big. The stat's big.
And if Rob wasn't here, trust me, I would be disrespectful. I'm respectful, okay? I like the camera, just me standing.
Yeah.
Look like some reject from the Outsiders movie.
Standing man emoji.
Stop! Just move it to someone else. What are we doing over here?
Easy plants here.
I do like the way that Tens is getting up with Def on these
Just to hold the
plans.
angle.
Yeah, maybe this was
I-
the cover factor, right?
I think that time his positioning was quite a bit better. Like he's able to punish anybody that tries to run through the wall. He's swung out a bit wider, so he's got a good crossfire.
It's not planted for Zekin's reflank. It should be fine. He's
Nothing
not going
to
for
stay
it.
alive here.
Oh,
Very cool.
kind of nice.
Again, that was a flash from Tens that he's speaking off of. Didn't get the flash, but still so good.
This is too much, I think.
Yeah. 5. Yeah, this is a big recovery in the half from Sentinel.
Last round.
I mean, I think you made a good call that the B site was the way better option for this team because of what they can do post plant, and that's like the main rounds they've won. It's been
Yeah, it
defense.
has been. Yeah.
I also like the discipline from Zekin. He was going to try and go for a reflank, realizes that they're close on yellow, and then it's not planted for him. He won't have time, doesn't commit to it, goes back to play with Tens and secure that round.
Yeah, my boy Zek and Wicked Smart.
It's all that chemistry homework.
Yeah, keeps him fresh.
I'd like to see Corey playing over towards B again. Might not have impact this round because it looks like they're going towards A to start off with, and he is open there, so he's got the right read. But I think in terms of how the defense is set up, having Corey challenge them, break the drone early, force them to use a lot of that utility is going to make it easier to stop the B hits coming through, remove some of the util for the post plant. They just faked a bit of pressure on A, and it's kept Corey rooted. So now they don't have to deal with the off moving around the map.
They're doing the double lurk again, right?
Yeah.
Which worked out previously.
And again, that turret makes sure no one reflanks them, so they're pretty safe to just chill out here and wait.
It might be just a
Oh,
split.
yeah, you're right.
Just like, we go for it.
They have Viper ult, probably on contact.
Oh, that's a deep knife from Tens trying to catch the Killjoy for the flank.
Yeah.
And GMD just
Oh, he
dodges
saw
it again.
both.
He did?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But GMD's dead, it won't matter now.
What is James talking about Viper? Oh, he just
Unless
popped it.
nature kills them both.
This is good delay.
Plant's coming in. He's
Oh, that's so
no?
big from nature.
Sticking this.
Survived it. Oh, it missed. Okay. Oh, wow. He was decayed.
It's down.
Sassy could
Oh,
be the
sorry, that's
playmaker.
defensive.
Yeah, this play right now, repositioning.
1v4.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
my God.
Try. He went for the triggers.
That's tough.
Yeah, I guess he had to.
It's the only way he's winning the round, right?
Yeah.
So I
that
think
is great
SEN
play
getting a
from him.
7-5 half is good for them, considering what we were talking about at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it is. It's definitely winnable, but TSM are in the controlling position. Sure.
It feels like Fracture still, in the sense that like TSM game plan wise, strategically wise, is doing a really good job. I mean, those A retakes were just monstrous over and over and over, and that's prep.
Yeah.
This half I'm looking a lot at 10th on the KO. He's been really solid thus far, but with this composition where you don't have that duelist to fight forward, a lot of time you're letting them in deep and then like flashing through a Viper wall as they're executing. And if he's getting a lot of value on that, he can really cripple TSM, because I think similarly they will want to play into like kind of getting forward, get Corey a pick, spike down, and then you're just playing the post plant like SEN was in the second half of that first half, second quarter, something like that. So, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like when you have a no duelist comp though, and you have a lot of really strong players on the supportive roles like Zekin, you can start to flash for a wider variety of people, right? You're not necessarily just flashing only for Tens, for example. And you could set up you could set up Pankata, you could set up Sasa, you could set up Zekin. All of that is possible for Tens on defense.
I feel like today is kind of showing to some degree how much yesterday was covered up by Tens' jet performance. The gaps in Sentinel's playbook, which haven't developed because they're a new team at the moment, were patched up pretty insanely. Like Tens just dropping third on jet, but it's not something that you're going to be able to rely on once you get to bigger and bigger leagues. It's not something you can rely on at Sapala. So I like that they've spent today drilling comps that rely more on the teamwork. I think that's going to benefit them more in the long term. But it does showcase that, you know, there's still a lot to be worked on for this squad.
It is just a 5-man A-hit for TSM.
No,
that's a lot of
info.
yeah.
Exposed
a lot of
so
info.
many angles.
Oh,
They're doing the safe plant. Yeah, they do want to just play this post plant fully. Nothing to stop it.
TSM with the mollies.
SEN have used, I'm guessing that's because they saw that SEN used the safe wall already, so they know they can't get safe wall retake.
Yeah. You need to be breaking that wall. There needs to be a protocol to break at least 2 portions of the wall before you ever go for the retake there.
Yeah.
And TSM's doing a really good job of
that was definitely
that's trolling.
Troll.
Yeah.
I do like how Hayes immediately put his orb down on this spike though too.
Pancata?
My God, he's doing parkour.
Now this is Molly.
They don't know.
What? Oh, he had the third too. The mollies are in though.
No
He
round.
can't even tap the bomb. Yeah.
Safe hands from GMD.
He was feeling it.
Dude, Pancata just farming clips. Yeah. Like, actually, that was almost insane.
That was.
Not a single pistol round won on the day for Sentinel.
Yeah. It's another instance there on the pistol, though, again, where it's obvious when you're watching Tense's POV that when you watch the top teams play, they break that wall. They get behind it, they knife it up a little bit, and then they break it together, and then they go for the retake. Whereas Tense has got a little gap, and he wants to get a cheeky kill, and he's like thinking about the play that he can make instead of the best thing that would help move the round forward and help them with the retake. That's the kind of stuff that needs to be drilled out of Tense in order for him to fulfill his potential as being one of the best players.
Maybe
in the world.
he even makes the call like, "Hey, let's break this wall right away."
Yeah.
And you can compare
that's where he's going to be at a year from now, I think, or half a year from now. I hope
with these players around him.
Yeah.
Compare that to TSM, who on defense is always insta-breaking that wall and insta-taking those fights, which is why it was really troublesome for Sentinels to get Def to plant pretty much ever when they were leaving him alone.
1 or 2. None.
Optimistic. I respect it. I respect that. Very difficult to get back when you've lost all of the pistols in the series.
This was crazy. It's like a high-low setup.
That's a guys, I've got the tech.
Yeah.
Guys. We're in a 5v2 and they have classics. Let's style on them. That's what that is.
I think Hayes was expecting like some kind of mid-aggression though. He was just currying it in spawn for the entire round.
Currying it.
I don't think Curry will ever live that down. That was like a year and a half ago.
That is just a curry spot now, though.
Even EU players call it curry spot.
Even my ranked teammates.
That's what comes to mind as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of player named spots. Sabrosa, there's a Curry spot. Some people call it Shroud to the right on Ascent. Are there any others?
Yeah, there's not too many.
At least, I know teams have some, but I don't think there's like any that are in like the common
the common
vocabulary.
vernacular. Yeah. I'm noticing that they tend to be named after the greatest of the great. The great, Sabrosa, Shroud.
Are you memeing right now?
No. Some of the greatest players to touch the game of all time. Why do you think I'm memeing?
I've got a, I don't know.
Are you implying that you wouldn't like to team with Shroud?
Are you implying that I'm implying that?
Yeah, already this is going to be a rough round. And this is the one the SEN needed to win, honestly, with the
this bonus.
spending all their money and
it ain't over.
No, but losing my card is rough.
Yeah,
they know there are at least 2 players yellow as well.
They don't have any utility to deny plant here. No nade, no nano swarms. I mean, they could flash through this.
Stop the end, Never mind, they can't.
It's going to be hard.
I mean,
but they don't have stage ball either, so.
This might even just be a save.
Damn, everyone just fell apart. TSM literally just won all the duels. They just took the fights and won them.
And then winning the bonus.
Yeah, that's going to make things much harder for Sentinels.
Didn't you even plan for the money? Do you get money if you plan after the round ends?
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of disrespectful.
TSM are 3 rounds away from having both of the Tier 2 teams being in the Grand Final. T1 and Sentinels going home first. The partner team. That's crazy.
I'm going to have to defend the partner team.
We're here to entertain you all, but the big thing for us is Sao Paulo.
Yeah, that's very true.
For the Tier 2 teams, this is the start of their
Rob,
the
can I
partnership
counter?
league is just
Mad
for
is bad.
entertainment.
But this also is just going to show how incredibly good Challengers and Ascension is going to be next year in NA. There's a ridiculous amount of talent that didn't get picked up on the Tier 1 teams.
And don't get me wrong, I think Sentinels is on pace to go up astronomically from here.
Defense to Rob's point, and I won't leak them, but certain teams backed out because they didn't want to reveal their strats for Sao Paulo. So I think there's
we don't have any strats because we just haven't even practiced yet, so that's the beauty of it, really.
Yeah, and I think there's advantage to having the chemistry and playing a LAN event before that that Sentinels was down to do this for. And same with Team 1, but a lot of the other teams weren't even down to compete for that reason.
The majority of partnership teams will be going in Raw to Sao Paulo, so respect to these two for showing up and getting the practice online.
It's also not over yet. I just said, maybe.
10-5.
Rob doesn't have the mic in his mouth, but he just said it's kind of over.
30 seconds left. Spike down A.
POV, your Shazam and business called Rob.
Wow, that's so brutal. Wait, they're doing this.
Is all over the place right now.
Yeah. 3 kills, no time.
Guys, keep down on them.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, he's in the top spot there. 8 seconds
Doesn't
though.
fight.
Got it now. Plan's coming in.
He faked it like he did.
Oh! DMD. Wow. Is that time? Are you kidding me?
Such safe hands.
What a play.
2 rounds in a row where he's saved it.
The Pancata Magic, where is it today?
I'm map 1. That was still today.
Yeah, that actually is a fair point. The 1v2, yeah.
About
I forgot
30
about
minutes
that.
ago.
Yeah.
Sassy did a great job with the Bulldog there, and they took so much time off. Sentinels are using their utility really well to delay TSM, but they just didn't quite have the weaponry on everybody else to make that one work.
GND has Killjoy out. They're heading towards B. I don't think they're even going to use it early. I'm guessing they'll try and save it for post-plant and wait late. That can be so powerful.
That ult tag is not as strong against Sentinels, though, because they have Sassy with his ult.
Sure.
So I think you honestly have to use it early to bait it out.
Yeah, or you go for the plant and hope that Sassy uses it to try and deny the plant.
Yeah. I don't think he even commits it here. Yeah, he's not going to.
They're all too far away anyway.
Oh, but this is just to push them back into haze. If a player goes mid, there's a chance that you get a kill here, but I don't think anyone is going to push that direction.
Don't challenge that there.
That's coming in. Ult's going to come out, right? From Saucy. There it is.
That's a bit early. That's before the... Oh, no, that was off the plant path.
Yeah, it was.
Seven's used the wall. Can they break the wall so that it's more difficult for them to plant next time?
Yeah, they've done
Does the ult break it now?
But now it's just...
No, I just mean can other people spam it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. Yeah, the ult does do
the ult breaks it now.
Yeah.
His sign there is big. That's now the rotation cut off back through mid. This is kind of committed to this
They're not
one.
going to have the Vipers, right?
Yeah.
No more wall.
This is difficult for TSM to get into a position where they can... They're waiting for the...
30 seconds
orb to
left.
go down.
What? That is
What a
absurd.
shot.
Yeah,
That's
Corey is...
disgusting.
It's just aim duels, though, right?
Wait,
everyone's
what's
just kind of going for their one fight.
What?
That's an offender's wall. What? Yes?
Oh,
yeah,
he was trying to wall...
Oh, my God.
That's the first Don't worry, we caught all of it.
Let's go,
What a time to do
Corey.
it.
Don't worry, we caught all of it. That's funny.
What's
They do say that Icebox is an aiming map.
Was he trying to do
It is.
DEG
He's got the aim right now.
Fortnite boost to knock him off, or was he just trying to block the plant? That wall might have just fully trolled the round.
No, Death did it before the plant came
Okay.
in.
He's really feeling it this map, by
2K.
the way.
What? Here's a 3K.
Yeah.
Yo.
I think...
Play it again.
Yeah, that was
Beep, beep, beep,
Holy
beep.
hell.
Death massively messed up the wall there. I mean, that is...
I have no idea what he's thinking.
I think he was trying to just wall them off completely from getting to the plant area.
Or was he cooking?
Bag was fumbled.
Why is it diagonal then?
I think he just ran
They
into
call it
the
the
wall.
death wall. You guys don't understand the high level. That
I mean, I don't
put that
know.
wall down.
Yeah, I think his wall was not meant to be in that spot. It's all good.
That's a lot of damage on section.
I gotta say, TSM looked way better in yesterday's last
Yeah.
match and today's match compared to their first game.
They look
Yeah,
Corey's locked in.
Yeah.
And I've been so impressed with Hayes.
both his calling, the adaptations he's made, and his
individual,
right?
Yeah. And we're gonna have to revisit the map veto after this too. Like that conversation. They're so prepped.
I mean, they just look crazy prepped for Icebox.
Yeah, so maybe it was a good call.
Yeah, me being dumb stuff new.
Went up on the wall.
Wait, Tension's over the wall.
Give him a kiss.
Hello?
He got EG'd wall back.
The Lurkers are getting too. Might be all she wrote.
This is over.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Pause
second.
cam?
Wait.
Unless.
No, this is still over.
He has Killjoy out.
Wait,
He's winnable.
what?
It's not over.
Does Hayes have a Molly? You can deny this
He's
for a little
definitely got
bit?
Molly's, right?
He has one.
Yeah, he does.
Jeff has Reds, too.
One Molly.
Welcome back into the Molly.
Oh!
Hello. Nice coverage.
Corey's just...
Yeah, and it's
all on Hayes.
The Molly, right? The Molly.
No, it was way too late.
Wow.
There you go.
You only had one.
There we go. Oh, is that okay?
Only another 6 rounds to OT.
I'm just a big SEN. I'm a SEN.
We hold them at 12.
They're hanging on. They're
Get
hanging
into
on.
12 and then start playing. Start using our strats.
Look how bad the buy is.
That's what I mean. They lost everyone to win that round.
The Corey's a menace right now.
Yeah, he's locked in. That is actually locked in. 21 and 10.
At least they have Pancado.
If you're going to make a comeback and win 6 rounds in a row, this is the hardest one to win.
The half?
Yeah.
Or this round?
This round?
Like this round,
Okay.
yeah. Right here.
Oh, I've never seen somebody jump up on that second ledge to do that. To be safer, I guess, from the belt push.
Why does it only push forward?
So much damage off that KJ Molly.
Yeah, that Molly one.
Oh, and that goes actually higher than the other ones, too.
I think it actually might make it a little harder to find value from, like, peeking someone back rafters from belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for the heal, bro. Needed that.
They're walking through it off the drone. This is a big
Corey
risk.
kind of needs somebody to break this. Corey just goes around it. Nice free fire.
Spike down A.
Tough.
That's
Okay,
a Viper
though.
change. Pancada feels like he has to get back into the pit at some point.
Oh my God! So good.
Nature?
Can't see nature.
Only one.
For the game.
Oh my God.
Nature greater than 10.
Wow. What a way. What a fantastic game from TSM.
What a comeback from their yesterday series, which went the exact opposite, right?
Yeah.
They've gotten so much better
They got
every
their
single series. And now that's 2 Tier 2 teams, that's 2 Challengers teams
And you know what's
into
funny?
the grand final.
You remember the guard when we were talking to them and we asked for predictions? They all said 2-0 TSM at the beginning in the first match.
Yeah, they weren't talking about that.
Yeah, they weren't talking about that TSM. They were talking about this TSM. Jeez.
Yeah, that was sick. They came back into this with such a good idea of what they wanted to do. That Icebox looks really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was dangerous taking Sentinels to maps that they obviously had a bit more prep on, but TSM were far and away the better team in terms of their ideas that they brought to the table today. But I don't know. I feel like when you look at the tournament overall for Sentinels, they, as a squad, are clearly going to be insanely talented. They've got tons of room